6 states, 1 week, and a monsoon that's supposed to be running short. From Mumbai's flooded subways to Assam's submerged villages, from a cloudburst in Gujarat to landslide warnings in the Himalayas, the first week of July has turned into a stress test for much of the country. But here's the twist your weather app won't tell you. This is meant to be a weak monsoon year. So what's actually going on? Let's start with what's happening on the ground. Monsoon was delayed in Mumbai by nearly 2 weeks, yet the city has already logged close to 780 millimeters of rain since June, ahead of its seasonal pace. Waterlogging has been reported from Dadar to Andheri. A landslide hit Nashik and red alerts remain in place through the weekend for Thane, Raigad, Palghar and Satara. In Gujarat, the situation is even more dramatic. The town of Mangrol recorded close to 21 inches of rain in just 4 hours, a cloudburst that submerged roads leading to Somnath, Dwarka and Porbandar overnight. Move east and Assam is fighting a different battle. Nearly 179 villages are underwater with close to 48,500 people affected. The Dhemaji district remains the worst hit. Uttar Pradesh meanwhile recorded 8 lightning deaths in a single day. In Odisha, a classic Bay of Bengal low pressure system, the kind meteorologists watch closely, has triggered red alerts for Kalhandi, Rayagada, Koraput and Malkangiri. Here's the part that should worry us even more. Himachal Pradesh had its 44th driest June since 1901 with a 36% rainfall deficit. Within days, it was placed under an orange alert for flash floods and landslide. That whiplash, one dry month and one dangerously wet the next, is exactly the pattern that makes the Himalayan belt so difficult to prepare for. Research shows this region alone has accounted for 44% of India's flood and landslide disasters over the last decade. It's not just the rain. Unplanned construction, hill cutting for roads, and shrinking forest cover are making the risks even worse. So is this just the monsoon, or is something bigger driving it? This year, India is officially in an El Niño year, a Pacific warning pattern that typically suppresses rainfall. The IMD's forecast back in April put the probability of a deficit monsoon at 35%, more than double the usual risk. June itself began with a nationwide rainfall deficit of around 40%. But El Niño doesn't mean no rain, it means uneven rain. There are fewer rainy days, but when a weather system does form, like the current Bay of Bengal low, it arrives loaded with moisture and dumps huge amounts of rain in a short time. Climate scientists call this a shift from a steady monsoon to a bursty monsoon, with longer dry spells interrupted by short periods of extreme rainfall. That's exactly what Mumbai's near 800mm rainfall and Gujarat's 4-hour cloudburst have in common. They aren't examples of evenly distributed rain, they are concentrated weather shocks. Now closer home. Will Tamil Nadu see the same intensity? Here's where we need to be precise. The isolated heavy rain affecting Tamil Nadu and Puducherry right now isn't due to a fresh depression. It's the trailing influence of the same Bay of Bengal system that's drenching Odisha. The bigger question is the northeast monsoon, Tamil Nadu's primary rainy season, which begins only in October. The signals here are genuinely mixed. Some climatologists point out that El Niño years have historically favored Tamil Nadu's northeast monsoon. The state has often made up in October what it lost earlier in the year. But this year's global outlook, including projections from the APEC Climate Center, indicates a higher chance of below normal rainfall between October and December because the El Niño is expected to remain strong through winter. The IMD's dedicated northeast monsoon forecast will only be released closer to September. So for now, the honest answer is simple. Watch this space. This isn't a contradiction. It's the new normal for how monsoons behave in an El Niño year and in a warming climate. Less predictable, more concentrated, and increasingly punishing for regions like the Himalayan states, which can least afford this kind of weather whiplash.